Hey YouTube, you ready to enter the goblin village? I think we actually pick up another party member here, a goblin. I was checking out the different party members on the wiki and accidentally spoiled that little bit. So I'm looking forward to, I guess, talking to all of these goblins. We'll see if any diplomacy happens or if I just have to kill everyone. Okay, find the goblin leader. No fence there. I mean gate.
We'll do it the hard way.
Good, you dead.
It's getting a couple of failing diplomacy checks. This guy seems to have a lot of AC. Is he blurred? He's got that aura around him. Hey, masterwork short swords. These little goblins are rich. I wonder who sees a Hydra eye and just goes, yeah, I want to cook with that. Because that guy is not someone who is sane. That's the sort of guy you should just shy away from. Don't make eye contact. Ah, they changed the icon for it. But yeah, I do want to improve critical with the greatsword. That is gonna pay dividends. I love leveling up melee classes. So much easier. It's like those things you're good at. Be better at them. Done. Now her... she's got her bastard sword that she likes, but I don't know if I'm gonna let her keep using her bastard sword. That great axe she's got is pretty nice, but the great axe only crits on a 20, so if you get it improved critical, that just makes it crit on a 19. You've got 5% more chance to crit. That's not that great. The greatsword already crits on a 19, so it crits on 17, 18, 19, and 20, which gives it 10% more chance to crit. Dodge. Oh, actually extra rage power might be nice. Increased damage reduction. Very nice. Okay. I was like, in my mind, I went, I hope I don't make a clerical error assigning these feats. And then it was such a bad joke, I made myself laugh, and then I decided to share it. I wasn't going to share it before then. You know what? I really don't care how much he hits. Giving him a spell focus and something might be good. I don't have him attack a lot, I mostly have him buff. Oh, I didn't have armor focus? Okay, that's probably a good way to go for now. Let's go ahead and fix his spell book. We're about to see more fear and death effects as we continue to level up. So that's probably not the worst thing to have. I think I'm still fine with that. Dismissal is kind of niche, however you want to say it. Freedom of movement is very powerful, but it's not the sort of thing you need every day. Ooh. That's like a haste sort of bonus. That's powerful. I should have restoration. Restoration is very good. Just to get rid of negative status effects. Okay, so he gets some domain slots. It's Bone Shatter. The exhaustion is pretty good. And it's fatigued, even if it makes it save. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'll take the Bone Shatter. Solid damage and fatigue is pretty great. Angelic Aspect. Resistances, DR5. Angelic Aspect's pretty good. Continuous 3d6 damage is sort of good. 1 round per level. So 9 rounds of 3d6 damage. Assuming they fail. Oh, a 30-foot burst of getting rid of debuffs. Healing spell. $5d8. Not sure how that compares to Cure Critical. $4d8. Okay, so it's just 1d8 better. Another bonus on attack rolls, which honestly is pretty much all I'm looking for in most of my buffs. And the temporary hit points is just a bonus. I cure critical and end most combat debuffs. Man, the 5th level spells are really good. Hold monster, cure light wounds mass. Meh. He's already got his channel positive energy for that, which is way better. Disrupting weapon sounds cool, but is probably useless, assuming they're sending 9 or 10 hit dice undead at us. Genie kind. That's a very interesting spell. Some genie-ish bonuses. Raise dead. I mean, that'd be good on higher difficulties, but our dead rise automatically. Might be good for an NPC or something. Just a tiny amount of damage for things that hit you. That's not a good spell. It's not even close to a good spell. Okay. Gain some resistances and 1d6 damage on attacks. Ooh, at 15th level, this damage reduction becomes 10. Okay, so the Righteous Might is basically better in large person. So that's cool. I wish I could cast it on my fighter. Sacred Nimbus, just as shit as Profane Nimbus. Slay Living. Deal d6 points of damage. Meh. Spell resistance could be handy a lot of the time. Summon Large Elemental. Probably handy. Doesn't last long though. True Seeing. Yeah, that's good. One D3 extra planar dire wolves. That's also good. Okay, I've got a lot of winners in here. I don't know why you'd ever cast Angelic Aspect when you could have Righteous Might, though. Well, this one gives you better AC. But yeah, Gotta take Burst of Glory, because everyone needs to hit, and these three are pretty good. But maybe I should have Cleanse, just in case things go wrong in battle. Okay. Ooh, evasion. Nice. That's a great feature. Sure, we'll improve critical. Actually, clustered shots is really good. Monsters basically don't get damage reduction against you. Hammer the Gap's pretty good too. So his next 3 feats are basically right here.
The forest makes care for everyone. Today it shelters and feeds you. Tomorrow it feeds someone else. With you.
Magic Fang for dog is good. No more second level spells. That's a shame. Alright, we're halfway through Arcane Trickster, where we get surprise spells and suddenly become fucking awesome. So we already have Spell Focus Evocation and Transmutation. But Evocation's where the damages are. But Spell Focus is all that's required for some of the other cooler feats. I should probably start getting some meta magics too. Well, I can get rods for that, which are equipment. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Oh, that's a large person. That's neato. But doesn't benefit from level effects. So what this does, select one spell. You cast that spell with greater than normal power. You treat your caster levels as 2 levels higher. So mostly I just use this with Fireball and get more damage. Scorching Ray is also very good. Actually, yes, Scorching Ray is best at this level. To a maximum of 3 rays at 11th level, and at level 9, I'll count as 11th level. Or, actually I've got that level of Rogue, so I'll count as 10th level. So that'll be better next level. Here we go. But this maxes out at 10th level. Oh, anyway, I count as 8th level in spellcasting, so that'll get me up to the 10d6. So now's the time for Fireball. So we can have our mass enlarged person. I mean, all that does is mean that I have to memorize enlarged person at the first level less. It's probably not worth it. Even though it's a nice quality of life sort of thing. I want to see if I can get any easy kills with Phantasmal Killer. Yeah, and Stone Skin's quite good. I wonder why it's redded out. Oh, it takes 5 diamond dust? Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I won't be able to use that much. Dimension Door is very, very handy in the pen and paper game. But here, we're pretty much guaranteed to have walkable paths. You know what? Maybe I will take that mass enlarged person.
So, any brilliant ideas?
And you'll level up in like a goblin or two. Okay, let's go ahead and save.
Forwards.
Yep, that one's attacking me right away. Hey, you, Potion Gulper. Like quests? Going on missions? I have one for you. What did you call me? potion gulper, like sword swinger, bow shooter. One of those who run around woods, go deep in caves, on missions and quests like that. What is this task? Short tail, make shorter, see? Beastie in cage. My friend and I are looking after him. We divide work. I open gate, friend goes in, feeds the beastie. You got the way better end of that stick. Got it? And the goblin glances around, slightly irritated. But he be lazy, go away. What I offer is open gate, you go inside, give beastie food. I think he's going to attack me. No, nothing like that. He'd be just a pet, like slug or spider, small spider. Or grot snake. Little grot snake? Missions require to be paid first. You be such a greedy fingers. What can give you? Nothing, but you have experience you not unforget. You hear that? Why, he's a natural born book publisher. You wouldn't believe how many times I found myself sitting in their posh studies listening to these exact words. I know I'm going to be attacked, but I can take one of these things, so it's fine. Well, you're a real hero. I sees it. Go in, play with him. I bring food right away. Wow. We have actually not been attacked.
What for Gorum?
Until we were.
Repent!
To the surprise of precisely no one. And then he ran away. Ooh, yeah. That enlarged crit. Oh, sorry for killing your pet. But not really. Okay. Let's hope his bombs are more bomby. Do more damage. Yeah, some good knowledge arcana would be nice. Let's see. Rapid shot's better for bombing. I think he's got enough bombs per day. Yeah, displacement's pretty good. I'd be all elbows.
Let's finish them quick.
Your life ebbs low.
Consider me
I wish I could see
provoked.
if they are actually blurred or displaced.
This is for you!
Like their aura seems to indicate. These crits. Of course, Kandio got a little roughed up there too.
Well, sorry, was lost in thought.
No, he's fine. I wish they always walked in the pattern I'm indicating instead of ending in the pattern I'm indicating.
Now is the beginning of the hunt.
Okay. Make space for the big guy.
We shall overcome.
Come on. Dog. Boo.
Attack! Strike as one.
I like how poor Harim's just like, ow. Hey you, Jumbo, come here. I'll punch you hard. Cluck cluck. Stupid hog. So he's trying to taunt us.
Yes, I'm still here.
I was successful in my search.
Done and done.
Without a doubt. That is quite a discovery.
What's that? I did as you asked. I did as you asked.
Let's go ahead and save. When being led into a trap, it seems only proper to save.
I was successful in my search.
Done and done.
Caution. He passed all the traps. What do I do now? What do I do now? I do know. I do. Congratulations, Shanks. You passed my first test. And for that, you get a gift. Wait here. I bring it right away. Be back before you know it. Goblin begins backing away, wiping his shaky hands over his rags. Little pest, I'll cut you in half. Yeah, we'll just attack. Ah, murder! Murder! Not sorry.
I will guide us.
Anything up here? Yes. Path. And melted ring. Okay. Goblin merchant. As you approach, the goblin stands grinning with wide yellow teeth almost as sharp as his eyes are. You notice a large, dirty sack behind him, which you almost mistook for a second goblin. Ah, an adventurer. Greet and welcomes. I twerk, a buyer. I sell, I trade. Whatever you sword singers need, I offer. Want to buy something? I can see it in your eyes. Yes, you do. Just 5 money pieces. Not that much. 10 then. No? Twist my wrist. I give discount. Just half. Half 100. So, have a deal? Deal? He sticks out his palm, trying to shake your hand. Why even talk to these vermin? Just cut them up and forget about them. Show me your wares. Torch. Fearsome mace of Chork. It's masterwork. A brilliant example of famed goblin weaponsmithing. Alright. I don't know what I was expecting. Wow. That's some expensive cheese. Nope. Not buying anything. What are you selling? Everything you'd be needing for adventurers. Spellcasting, sword swinging. Just look at yourself. Who can you beat with metals and craftings like that? Only today. Only for you. Bestest weapons made by goblin bestest crafters. Just wait. The goblin reaches into the sack by his side and produces a stick with a rusty nail at the end. He swings it several times with a swish, almost hitting his own ear. This one can bring whole troll down. Take it. Not be many coins? Don't like it? Fine. I can sell you a hydra if you like. It'd be a good hydra, all teeth and claws. Just a giant house of money pieces, and it yours. He puts on a grim expression, as if afraid of being cheated. Delivery cost you, though. How's the merchant trade? Not good. One can't trade with them. They know money. Not a single sliv's shiny or copper circle. Only teeth, rocks. The goblin suddenly brightens. Hey, what about you? You have money? Just as suddenly he narrows his eyes. But maybe you try fool me. See wares? Take wares? Run? If so, I'd be seeing money first. Good luck with your trading. I mean, who am I to stamp down small business owners? That's just, proper economics. Got to let small businesses thrive in my barony. Not even going to tax them. Oh, I was gonna talk to them. Then they're like, don't get closer. And I got closer.
Tear them apart!
Do not hold back.
Die free.
Ouch.
We shall overcome.
Not a fan of those alchemists. Those guys are getting focused next time.
Patience.
Magritium Turinos.
New magic rings. Must work crossbows. These guys are totally rich by goblin standards. Beast render, animal bane falchion. It's pretty cool. How's this 4 to 21? The Shock Frost Heavy Mace, OP. It's two-handed. I was thinking it was one-handed. Yeah. It's cool, but I'll leave it be for now. 2 rings of protection. Okay. Cool. I think now we all have rings of protection. Stratactical wardrobal. I believe you meant to say strategic retreat.
Let's finish that quick.
A clever ploy.
I'll fight if I have to.
You hit a Miri? That makes her angry.
Our path leads on.
Knock knock. Yeah, I believe this is the guy who joins up.
The Shatshanks not believe Knock Knock. Poked him with words and spears and torches. Bite him, kick him. Who be survivor now, huh? Knock Knock. Me. Always me. Hail Lamashtu. Greet and meet heroes. Seen how I dealt with them? They were like, we be smashing you. And I snarl back, no, I be smashing you. And the beast was, rah, and bite again. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I be the ear of Lamashtu. No, not that. I be the seer of Lamashtu. That's who I be. Her favorite of many. I bring her message. She protects me, sends me offerings to eat and whatnot. I be important. Very important person. I had dream. Llama told Knock Knock in her big white arms, rock me, let me suckle her skulls, pet my head and sing. Who smartest? Who bravest? Who favorite? Knock Knock, that's who. And the next day, proof. I found nest, untouched with eggs. It be a sign. And bigger sign? Llama just saved me, right before your eyes. It be because of that half-head shaman. Bees bite his back. He be crazy. Something get in his way. He be snarling and poking people with fork.
He huffs and grumbles as if trying to dodge invisible pokes and proddings in his memories. What do you know about the incursion of enchanted beasts?
Beasts? Llama be their mother, like all beasts. But she not birthed them out this way. No way. Half-head shaman lie to make people fear him. Shatshanks stride around all puffed up. Everyone bows. Even King won't bark a word against him. He says God has sent us these beasties to answer his prayers. He even made us uproot village. He says there is thing of goddess nearby, where beasts come from, called womb. And he calls me a blasphemer. They deserve a knock across heads, all of them. Yet, better not knock. You see, Big Mother Idol? Shatshanks hide in her shadow so can beg and whine for Llama to poison, stab, bite, kill whoever hurts goblins. Don't make Lamashtu Mother mad. Let them live.
Okay.
Hey, where you going? Wait till I untie myself. I go with you. We heroes, we march together. The shaman fled. I bet your hide he come back for revenge. He hates you, Longshanks. Hates your guts. Mine too. Let's follow him, then kick him hard in his guts. Teach him a lesson. We kick the king in his guts too while we be there.
You want to go with
See
me?
for yourself. Heroes need muscle, right? Also need brain for plans. Someone with pretty face to charm everyone. And needs leader, heart of the group. I can do all of that.
Okay. Modesty is not his forte.
Onwards for the adventures!
Bewildering injury. Alright, let's see what happens with him. So he can remove debuffs from himself by dealing sneak attacks. Interesting. But not terribly good. I don't know. Maybe combat trick would be best. Yeah, so basically power attack. But improved two-weapon fighting is really good. Level up again. Blade sense. His blade sense. Oh, he's a knife master. Good. So he's maximum sneak attack damage type. Oh, how niche. +1 dodge bonus, but only against knives. He's trained with kukris. Looks like kukri is the only thing he put a feed into. But it's a rogue thing. I'll have to check his feats later. Piranha strike's good. Go with outflank. I think I've already had some other characters take that. I have my main character take it. Yeah, okay, so that'll work well. let's see, he's got 2 Masterwork Kukris. I think I had some nice daggers and sold them. But that's fine. Kukris are good. You can just focus on those.
Who's there? Lamash too?
So I can have it take -2 to AC or -2 to attack. I guess -2 to AC is fine.
Without a doubt.
Huddled behind the statue of Lamashtu, a batch of goblins cast angry glances at you, muttering threats and curses. One of them, apparently the bravest, steps out, shaking his fist, and howls at you in a quavering voice. You not dare come closer! We catch one of your kind before, and Lamashtu cursed him with a terrible curse, so do same to you? Hey! They might be right. They a bunch of stupid, loud, smelly, and greedy worms. But if you kill them right under the statue of Goddess, she might get offended. See how Goddess punishes the blasphemes? You run now, or she get you too. They now want mercy. When prisoners begged them, they listened? Probably not. But I'll let them go for now.
Forwards.
So where be this loot? Right here.
I did as you asked.
200 gold and a potion of cure serious.
We march ahead.
So it seems like this head goblin shaman might be part of the reason why beasts are appearing. Hey, it's a pretty solid statue by goblin standards.
A fatal mistake!
And they're still trying to fuck with me. Yeah, let's enlarge knock knock. See what happens.
Attack!
Primitive.
This ends you.
Good.
So, 24 on his sneak attack. That was a critical. And it was reduced. It's got damage reduction, but it's unimpressive. Alright. Let's see if we can take this fight while we're still hasted.
Look ahead.
Stand with me.
You can't stop me.
Oops. Okay, let's move Octavia out of there.
Strike as
Titus
one.
in there.
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Okay. Yep.
I will
500 gold.
guide us.
Ah, hee. No, believe it. The beast is attacked? No, who have thought? You're not angry, yes? I'll just leave for now. Even though he deserved to get killed.
Leads on.
I am a very merciful man. Okay, so that should be pretty much everything here. Let's move on. Just thought of a good joke. Knock knock. Who's there? Knock knock! I really hope the game makes that joke at some point too. Okay. Doesn't look like we've automatically discovered anything. Something popped up on my kingdom radar. Has a little exclamation mark by it. Let's see what happened. If anything. Okay, we have a new event. It's a problem. Okay, unrest in the streets. Losing faith in their baron due to all the magical creatures appearing. And how I haven't solved it in 1 week. Alright, Lonely Mill and Lonely Barrow. Your time will come. Just not right now. Okay, the throne room is full of people. Your allies stand around the throne, waiting in silence as you approach. The atmosphere is tense. Today you'll be discussing the strange and deadly blight that's recently struck your barony. The gloomy silence is only penetrated by loud chewing. Knock Knock has grabbed a whole fried chicken from the table and is busily devouring it, ignoring everyone else completely. Jod folds his hands on his chest. Well, now that we're all here, let's sum up what we know. We've each spent a lot of time and effort to learn what we can about where the monsters came from and what's causing this strange disease. I hope this conversation can help shed some light on the situation. Keston shakes his head slowly. We need to hurry. If we don't find the source of this blight and eliminate it, we may end up with a rebellion on our hands. Alright, let's summarize. Jod, Keston, and Tristan look at you closely. Jod, the surgery showed that it was magic seeds causing the disease, correct? Right. Judging from the location in the patient's bodies, these seeds were ingested. It seems likely that they're initially extremely small, almost invisible, and people simply swallow them with their food. Once the seed is in the stomach, it begins to grow and cause the symptoms we've seen in our patients. As soon as the seed gains strength, it sprouts and turns into a magic portal, just like a bud turning into a flower. Restal, forgive me. Jod stares into the distance a moment. Something must have possessed me to say that. It really does look like blooming. Each seed tears the body of its victim, just as a flower tears its bud. Keston, we discovered that the Lamashtu cultists weren't involved with the monster infestation. It doesn't mean they're innocent of other crimes, but the monster invasion at least is not their work. Hearing the name Lamashtu draws Knock Knock's attention. Mother is not to blame here. Told you, but who listens to me? Goblins obviously like having all these monsters around. To them, it's like a sign of Lamashtu's benevolence. Keston grunts. I'd say they're just excited by anything new that happens. I wouldn't be surprised if they're linked to this story somehow, but I doubt the seeds were created by goblin shamans. Besides, a plan like this seems a little beyond the local goblin chief's intelligence. Knock Knock raises his head. Know what I think? I think Goblin King is rotten lice scratcher. Shaman plays him like reed pipe, babbles about Lamashtu, then plots behind his back. Can you tell me where these monsters come from, Tristan? The ones that appeared because of this bloom? Tristan raises his eyes from the papers on the table. Undoubtedly. From some world alien to our own. All the monsters appearing from the bloom are exceptionally large and strong. It would be rare to encounter such specimens in the Stolen Land, or even most of Galarion, but it's impossible to say what it is that lies on the other side of the portals that's intent on killing your people. Okay. So these monsters aren't even from our planet. So the bloom's essential properties are strange seeds getting into people's bodies, which causes their disease and eventually creates magic portals. Now we just need to discover where the seeds are coming from. If I may, I've noticed an interesting detail. Well, two details to be precise. First, the seeds affect mostly the villagers. There have been no recorded cases of disease within the city limits, except for those who came here looking for the cure. That's right. Thus we can assume a common factor in how many people are exposed to these seeds. Many villages get their food from the same territory. Tristan slowly shakes his head. I don't think food is the problem. Take a look. He points at the map. We have the most cases of the disease here, here, and over here. Monsters mostly attack here and here. The cleric's fingers travel down the map, tapping points along a fluid line. You see? The situation is most dire along the banks of the Gudrun River. Everyone examines the map closely. Arrestal have mercy. Exactly. Along the river. That must be where the seeds come from their drinking water. Ouch. Yeah, lots of people are probably already infected if it's the water source. Okay, we have to go upstream and find the source of this blight. Knock Knock jumps at your words. Take me! Me! The goblin bares his sharp, crooked teeth. I want to settle the score with the king. Keston straightens up and flexes his shoulders. If you allow me, Baron, I'd like to take the lead on this. I'll take the best members of the militia with me and sweep the woods along the river. We'll look under each and every rock if needed. Keston muffles a cough. After everything they've been through, these people deserve a chance to discover the source of their misfortunes. Why is this more lawful or chaotic? These seem like neutral choices to me. But I have been going the lawful route, so Gather your people and await my arrival. He cast his eyes down. You're right, of course, Your Grace. I'll order my men to get ready immediately. We'll await your arrival, then make our move. He gives a short bow, turns around and leaves. So I guess he was supposed to say that before he left, but oh well, small bug. Tristan, how did you find the link between the disease and the river? He glances at the map. You see, Baron, these seeds are not the only sign of something abnormal at work. Remember the ruins where we first met? The glade near those ruins, full of huge flowers? Glades such as that tend to appear all over the stolen lands. Seems strange, does it not? Especially if we take into account that the magic seeds and the portals they create look like flowers themselves. Jod even called this disaster the bloom. I'd like to research this natural phenomenon, and perhaps... He stops talking as loud, hasty steps are heard from the main entrance. Isn't that him again? Keston runs into the room. Your Grace, we have trouble. The peasants are rioting. Ah, that's the only solution these nitwits could come up with? Don't worry, Baron. As long as they're not setting fires to the streets, we still have a chance of coming to a peaceful resolution. If you allow me, I'll go and speak with them, do my best to calm the crowd down. And if peace doesn't prevail, your guards and I will stand with you. Let's go. I can hear their shouting even from here. Unfortunate. The murmuring crowd takes up almost the entire square. The murmuring turns to shouts at your arrival, and the stones flies out of the crowd and strikes the cobbles at your feet. There he is! Out at last! Damn his eyes! Please hear me out before you lynch me. I know you're tired and disgruntled. I am too. Day after day, I and my companions seek a solution for your misfortunes. We've saved so many from this fatal disease. If the gods have mercy, we can save even more. So please, let us do what we can. Return to your homes, to your loved ones. They need you, just as I need your patience and good faith. Yeah, the crowd before you sways and mumbles. People look at one another, talk in hushed tones, shake their heads and frown. It seems as if rebels who were screaming and jeering a moment ago lost all their confidence. Finally, one of the peasants opens his mouth. The Baron is right. You really believe this? It's pure nonsense. Don't you get it? We can run the Baron through, but it won't change a thing. He's of more use alive than dead. So be it, Baron. We'll let you pass, but don't forget, we're trusting you with our lives. Find the source. Save our children from this terrible sickness. Alright, that could have been a lot worse. I'm glad that didn't come to blows. Okay, so back to business.
How may I serve you, Your Grace?
Okay, seems like that was the majority of the business. I'll take a look at the map and see if there's anything else that needs management before we head out. Take a nap and hit the road. Okay. So Judd will be free in one day and then we can assign him to Omen. Alright, succeeded with the weed again. Yeah, and Omen counted as a problem. So that was important to get someone on. How do we get our next BP? For not the first time, I've really wished I had a calendar. Got a lot of stuff to sell. I should probably move my cooking ingredients and things in here until I'm gonna start using them. Tenderloin. I had tenderloin last night. On that note, it was my birthday yesterday. I had a really good time. I hope you guys are enjoying the holiday season as well. That may date this, but it's right around Christmas time as I'm recording. A little before that. Okay, that covers most of the food weight I wasn't using. Wow. Guess I had 110.7 pounds of food I wasn't eating. I'm glad none of that ever goes bad. Hopefully those stay in my case. I'm gonna be a little miffed if they disappear. Let's see if I can buy some magic daggers or kukris for knock knock. Everyone's suddenly pleasant again. We're just not going to talk about how they were holding fires and pitchforks a minute ago. So yeah, definitely sold him this dagger. And it's pretty solid. The +3 dodge bonus to AC is nothing to scoff at. I also sold him this. He's not going to let me have it back for anything resembling a reasonable amount of money. +2 chain shirt. What have you got now? Other armor? And a pillow dex. And this is 2 kukris, right? I think so. Why are they charging so much for that? But this only allows max dex of 4. I'm pretty sure he's over that. Let me check his max dex actually. Yeah, +8. He's already losing armor just by putting this on. Okay, so he's gonna be a bracers of armor kind of guy. $16,000. Let's skip a little bit. Oh, you just buy build points. I probably should do that. Wait, dinosaur bone? Huh. I'm not sure what spell requires dinosaur bones, but that's kind of cool. I'm really wishing I hadn't sold that Chaos Shard right now. But I can afford this Arcane Protector again. But maybe I can find more kukris. Let's just sell then. I mean, dodge bonuses stack. You could have +6 dodge bonus to AC with 2 of these. That's a really good idea. A keen kukri. 15 to 20 critical hit. But they do such little damage that a critical doesn't really matter. And you can't double the sneak attack damage. I mean, +1 kukri. Very solid. But just thinking about the like mind-boggling AC I can get him, I think I'm gonna splurge and get that for him. Okay. So he's gonna lose like 1 to attack and get 6 AC, which is amazing. Yeah, he's got fucking 29 AC. So does my main dude, somehow. Here, have some more AC. 31. His flat-footed AC is real bad since it's all from Dex, but still. His touch AC is 26, and mine's 14. Alright, those arcane protectors are silly. I could use a ring of protection.
Not mine.
And let's see. I don't think I really need to hand him anything else. Yeah. So, Knock Knock is all geared up all of a sudden. This'll be fun.
Forwards.
Okay, so we got an HP tank, a dodge tank, healer, range damage dealer, Spellslinger, bomber. It's a solid party. It seems our leader inspires loyalty in all sentient races across Galarion. However, I would not call this one exactly sentient. Knock Knock the Goblin has joined our ranks. He is swift, cunning, and loyal to us, as much as a goblin can be. Okay, so we're looking for the top of one of these rivers. The river was the Gudrun River. Got plenty of rivers going through our lands. Here, the Gudrun River. We're probably heading up to Lake Silverstep Village. Okay. All these little rivers are combining into the Tuskwater, so you know that this is upriver. Goblin Fort. The fortifications look rather impressive. Moreover, the little creatures even arranged for a water supply in case of a siege. The fort is built right over the Gudrun River. Interesting. So it seems like we don't need to change the name of our save. Goblin whacking still works. I'm interested to see how well our goblin can hold up on the front lines. He doesn't have much HP, but he shouldn't be getting hit a lot either. Well, goblins are upon us.
I'm not afraid.
Goblin link side?
We shall overcome. Ends you. Repent.
My cat's trying to sit on my keyboard. Okay, Keston, how's it going? Keston nods. His armor is covered with cuts and scratches. There's blood on his gloves, but he himself is uninjured. You're right on time, Baron. We were losing hope. No longer, now that you are here. Further down the path, behind a palisade, lies a nest of goblins. We chanced upon it while heading upriver. I've no idea when these pests managed to build it and so fast. We scouted it less than a 10-day ago and there's no trace of them. Whatever the cause, the surrounding area is thick with goblins. Only one of the scouts we sent made it back. He reports that they have raised a fort of sorts at the top of the hill, around a totem to Lamashtu. They packed the fort with cages, with prisoners inside. We managed to rescue a few of the captives. Others escaped and came back on their own. We've questioned them. They say the shaman performs rituals on the prisoners. We entrenched ourselves here to prepare for an attack, but the goblins keep coming at us. They're not giving us a moment's peace. The way they're hounding us, we cannot protect the survivors and attack the camp at the same time. Keston turned his face to you, his eyes determined. Only you can rescue the caged prisoners in the fort, Your Grace. Can this goblin camp have something to do with the seeds? The only way to find out is to get inside. You'll have to get past the gates and see what's going on in there. Are the prisoners. Some are injured, many are exhausted, and every one of them is terrified after what they've been through. All the prisoners we've spoken to say they are taken to the Lamashtu totem to take part in the magic rituals. Keston frowns. What's strange is that the shaman doesn't sacrifice anyone. All he does is shriek and pray to Lamashtu, and then forces victims to drink water until they start to choke. Now you must be putting the seeds in them. All these people are probably tainted. I don't want to kill them all right here. We know we can get the seeds out of them. The prisoners mentioned a shaman. The leader? The scouts mentioned seeing a large white beast at the top of the hilltop. He thought it might be a wolf. If true, the Goblin King must be somewhere in the camp. Well, let's go. I don't want to kill all my prisoners just yet. I wish you good fortune, Your Grace. Send the ones you rescue our way. We'll protect them. Actually, let's save and see if choosing that dialogue option opens up anything else. Hopefully it doesn't make me kill them right away. Okay, so those people might birth a monster. There's no time, I have to kill them all. How dare you say that? We know how to save them. I refuse. Okay, so yeah. We're just gonna pretend we didn't say that. I don't know if it has any real effect since I didn't go through with it, but yeah, killing them all right away is not the sort of thing we would even suggest.
Hope not fight back. Best kind of fight.
Goblin sneak whack. Goblin commando.
I grant you death.
Let's see if we can. Yes. Now we can keep up on the way. Man, do I hate these goblin alchemists.
Repent!
Me see. Me teach.
Oops. Let's take a moment and buff up. I thought about enlarging Knock Knock. I mean, his weapon size would go up. But his weapon size... and they go from like 1d4 to 1d6. It's not a big deal, and he loses some AC.
Keep your eyes open.
But if we enlarge Acundio, and he has Hurricane Bow, each of his arrows deals like 3d6.
I won't let you down.
So, any brilliant ideas?
Okay, shield on Titus, because that's an amazing
I
defensive
will
spell.
see this through.
That's the only way he's going to get that shield bonus to AC.
The end draws near.
Bless.
What's the holdup?
Do we have any other spells I really want? Actually, if we get... Oh, that was personal. That's actually probably bad. She'll start moving up to the front. Oh well. Go ahead and Hurricane Bow herself. Since Vitals is 1 round per level, so not that. I'll be casting Haste a bunch.
My skills are getting rusty.
Yeah. Here, bark skin. For every 3 caster levels above 3rd. So it's 6 and 9. So is that 9?
Yes?
So it should be plus 4 natural armor. So I mean that's a plus 1 bonus. Or plus 2 in Knock Knock's case. Let's cast it on Dog too. Actually, fuck. Dog probably has lots of natural armor himself. Yeah, he's got plus 9. But it looks like they're letting Barkskin stack with it. So that was generous. Oh, well, yeah, he's got natural armor 2, natural armor 5, natural armor plus 9 tough skin, natural armor plus 4 bark skin. So it looks like on Beast, natural armor just gets to stack infinitely. Or, not infinitely, but, you know, from any source.
The forest makes care for everyone. Today it shelters and feeds you. Tomorrow it feeds someone else with you.
Yeah, he's got plus 16 to attack.
I stand ready.
Patience.
Let's see, what other spells? Go ahead and protect from evil. Oh, that actually only lasts 1 minute. Not 1 minute per level. I can go ahead and protect from fire community. Basically, be immune to the Goblin Alchemist. Okay, let's go. Like that little flame foot
I
effect.
did as you asked.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Okay, now it's time for... Actually, this would be a good time for Obsidian Flow. And we'll let him cast Haste. Titus, get to the front.
We shall overcome.
Hide from me!
Can someone help me?
Shiny thing.
Okay, we let her take way too much damage there, but get distracted by the chance to cast Obsidian Flow.
Oh, sorry. Was lost in thought.
She's gonna be getting nailed a lot. Just because I accidentally made her fast. Looks like we're gonna be eating this trap on our way in.
You think that?
Strike as one.
Muro, you're making your way through the goblin camp, a dirty, hastily erected settlement built of trash and mortared with what smells like goblin waste. You catch sight of a silvery glimmer of water ahead, then suddenly notice a squad of armed goblins moving towards the water as well, shouting and prodding at a few scared peasants in front of them. Seemingly unaware of you, the goblins push the prisoners to the water's edge. One of the guards knocks the nearest captive, a decrepit old man, off his feet, and he falls to his knees with a moan. The goblin throws a filthy, bent ladle in front of the man and points at the water. "Drink, fast!" The old man picks the ladle with shaking hands, then stops, quivering with fear. "What are you waiting for? We have to save them." Without a word, Ekin frowns and pulls an arrow from his quiver. Attack the goblins. Hearing your approach, the goblins whirl, see you, and start shrieking. Whether fear or battle cries, you cannot tell. In the heat of the moment, one of them drops his spear, another steps on the foot of the goblin next to him, and so it goes, causing a ripple of chaos to pass through their ranks. The old man, startled by the noise, drops the ladle into the water, and then, in the confusion, staggers to his feet and breaks into a run. The other prisoners follow, leaving the helpless guard howling in anger.
This is for you.
Primitives!
Nowhere to run.
Where's that goblin?
I'll fight if I have to.
Nah.
Alright.
Forwards.
Does anyone second? Okay, it just nauseates. And only Knock Knock is nauseated, which is kind of funny. I think he's one of the ones more naturally resistant. The ground here is soaked. Okay, that's all.
Without a doubt.
Goblin spear demanding
Together
death.
we stand.
Oh, another energy source. Ring. Do these stack?
But I don't want it. Grotus awaits us.
I guess we'll find out after we rest.
Stand with me.
Your life ebbs low.
You can't stop me.
Twice extended on the stone. another 26.
Consider me provoked.
Hey, true. I got you dead.
And Kundu is hitting 26 with like every arrow.
Cannot hide from me.
I was successful in my search.
Will they ever learn?
Man, doing that resist fire was
Do
absolutely
not hold back.
the right idea. This would have been so much harder without that communal resist energy. How come no one ever has nice armor? It's like, staying alive is clearly one of the more important parts of battle.
My search was not in vain.
Done and done.
Alright, this is actually going super well. I mean, they're just goblins, so you're kind of like expecting yourself to do well. But those alchemists would be serious business if we weren't totally protected from them. Dog picked up a dog tag.
We'll do it the hard way.
This is for you!
Wasted.
Really enjoying these crits.
A fine use of my hand.
And problem corrected.
Oh, I don't like surprises.
I'm not afraid.
Let's
I'll
just
fight
not
if I
have
have
the
to.
wizard in front. And on that note, let's have some fun with some pretty good damage. You know what else is good damage? Fireball. Since we're all protected from fire, we don't even have to worry too much about friendly fire.
Without a doubt.
The end draws near.
And
Yes.
feeling fine.
I'm still here.
Bless lasts for another 2 minutes.
Magritium turinois. Aporane sentes. Magritium turinois.
There we go. Now he's feeling good.
Forwards.
Outdoor adventures are good for skin and body shape, but they just ruin the hair.
I'm suddenly wishing I had a communal expeditious retreat just to walk through rain faster. Drunken goblin. Multiple drunken goblins. So we found
I
like
did as you asked.
their party room. And some rice. I had a feeling about this rock. Hey, prisoners.
Look ahead.
Ah, rest will have mercy. You've scared us. Who are you? Have you come to rescue us? What are you doing here? Hiding. We managed to flee from the shaman right after the ritual. That little freak almost drowned us. At first he was jumping all around us, waving his crutch, but then he took a pot of water and started to pour it into us. I thought that'd be the end of us. And then it got weird. The goblins untied us from the column, led us away, and then just forgot all about us. They were busy with the other prisoners. Well, we didn't lose any time, and now we're thinking about climbing down this slope and getting out of here. But it's raining. If Breath of the Wild has taught us anything, you're hopelessly doomed in the rain. How did you manage to hide from the goblins? They haven't really looked for us, to be honest. So we just hid in these bushes, and we're waiting for the right moment to make a run for it. You haven't escaped. You're released after they've infected you with the magic seeds. What? You mean the water? No, it can't be. Stop scaring us. We just need to get out of this place. Climb down this hill and run away. The militia headquarters are located near the goblin camp. Head there. Once we've freed all the prisoners, we'll find a way to carry you.
I did as you asked.
Okay. Maybe we should just rest. Just to
Face
get rid of
me
the
if
rain.
you dare.
Knock Knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Is our...
Be easier.
It's looking like our fire resistance is going off. No, do not open the trap. Yeah, fire resistance is still holding up.
You can't stop me.
On time.
Yeah.
Done and done.
I did it. I did.
Nails, sharp edge. Okay, so it's just a +1 short sword named Dog Slicer. doesn't have any special dog slicing abilities.
We march ahead.
Actually, thinking about it, it must be rough for Knock Knock to be next to Akpo. I mean, goblins are naturally sort of afraid of dogs, despite liking wolves, which doesn't make a ton of sense. You approach a massive totem of Lamashtu that is surrounded by goblins. Despite all the noise you've made on your way here, nobody pays any attention to you. Right now, they're busy tying up screaming, crying people to the totem. A few more goblins are standing nearby, shrieking fiercely and stomping their feet to the rhythm of a melody known only to them. The shaman emerges from behind the backs of his tribe members, a goblin you already know, covered in the tattoos and bedangled with amulets. This time his face is painted, with red clay in suit and a necklace of sharp teeth adorn his neck. The goblin is holding a crudely painted bowl above his head and singing in a plangent, dismal tone that resembles a howl more so than a song. The other goblins pick up the melody and give way to the shaman, who is walking towards the totem. What are you waiting for? We've got to save them. Of course. At the sound of your attack, the goblins around the totem spring up to their feet and grab their weapons. The shaman sees you and yells violently, throwing the bowl of water at you. Before you have time to react, he disappears in the goblin crowd, which in turn attacks you.
A fatal mistake.
Oh shit, my resist fire wears off in mere seconds. Where's your alchemist? Oh, there are no goblin... Yeah, no goblin alchemist. That means it is I who attacks with fire.
Strike as one!
And it suddenly stopped raining. That was convenient. And it absolutely must die. Fireball.
Without a doubt.
Me see, me keep.
I see something!
What a waste!
Ha! Primitives.
Nowhere to run.
Consider me provoked!
These are very healthy goblins. I mean, they were before I killed them.
You can count on me! I did as you asked.
Ooh, 112 experience per trap.
I did as you asked.
Feel free to throw lots of those at me. Examine the prisoners. The people in front of you clearly earn their living under the sun or in the forest. Apart from bruises and grazes, nobody looks seriously hurt. The prisoners are looking at you slightly dazed, and a shadow of the horrors they've been through hangs over their faces. Alright, let them go.
Done and done.
Wand of Stinking Cloud. Amusing. Scroll of Fireball in haste. And Dead Bird.
Ooh, shiny thing.
Luckily, we've got a bunch of people who are good at trickery, so
I did as you asked.
if there's something locked, I get a good number of retries on the rolls. Ooh, those look like +4 bracers of armor. Meaning I wasted a lot of money buying these +3 bracers of armor.
I will guide us.
Okay, so at this point, let's save. And hopefully finish off that head goblin. Stop, stop. I smashed this shat skinks alone. How do you intend to fight him? Like true goblin, like goblin hero. Fight with anything I have, anyhow I can. Bite, kick, stab, stick, maybe bite again. Those are the rules. Watch, see for yourself. You want to fight the chieftain? I can't sleep knowing this rat bag wears the crown. He wanted to hit me until me dead. Now I hit him and show him whole tribe who Lamashtu chooses. Alright, go for it. Good, cheer for me then. He pauses, then narrows his eyes and leans in and whispers, but try to speak good so they know you're cheering for me. You always mess up your words. What should I do? Just don't trip me up and stay out of my way. Maybe go talk with him before I punch and kick crown-stealing Shat-Shank. But after that, stay away. Now enough talk. Let's go. Look there. That's where Shat-Shank hides. Hey, Shat-Shank, Drench Breeches. Come out, fight. You, me. Let me see whom Lamashtu favored here. You be punyful. No way. You swindle tribe traitor. What? You afraid? Coward. Look at all the king be coward. I no fear you. Shut up. I will fight. I will. Others stay back. Only we me fight. I knock you left, right, chin, head until that crown fly off, Shat-Shank. And so it came to pass that we would bear witness to a true goblin duel. Renowned scholars would have paid a steep price to be in our place, and would have paid thrice more afterwards to be anywhere else than inside a camp teeming with goblins. The news the king was going to fight the insolent intruder spread through the tribe like wildfire. The goblins gathering around the fire began to yell and shout so loud it was as if they wanted Lamashtu herself to hear. The king looked impressive, but knock knock. Our questionable but brave leader showed no sign of fear. On the contrary, he swelled up with pride, reveling in the moment. The duelists were surrounded by an incredible number of gaspers and judges, by the weapons in their hand and by the nonsensical rusty armor. Even the camp guards were summoned by the shouting. Having carefully examined the crowd, Knock-Knock threw a glance at the Baron and solemnly announced, "My followers will say..." The Baron gave an impassioned speech on honor and noble duels and the importance of settling disputes in a just and dignified manner, or the Baron spoke to the crowd in the goblin tongue and explained in single-syllable words why the king was surely done for. Bluff would be way better, but I only have diplomacy, I think. Actually, I think they're both based off persuasion. So, oh well. In defense of the Baron, he did his best to demonstrate his oration skills, but a crowd of lowly goblins is hardly the right audience. Perhaps had his grace spoken louder, he would have had at least some hope of being heard. However, Knock-Knock didn't get a chance to bemoan this disappointment. He was caught by surprise as the Goblin King suddenly rushed at him, waving his blade all around. There was no time to think. Knock-Knock was standing right in front of an enraged, seasoned goblin warrior eager to skin him alive. Our fearless companion had nothing left to do but to take to his heels and run around the fire. Who could have thought that respectable goblin chieftain and heroes could run so fast? Leaping away from his blade-swinging adversary, Knock-Knock scuttled around the crackling fire. The king was in close pursuit, swinging his weapon in wide arcs and shouting out curses and threats. Everyone has his limit, even goblins. After a while of panting and stomping around pointlessly, the worn-out king stopped to catch his breath. Knock-Knock, on the other hand, was still full in vim of vigor, and thus he decided it was time to strike back. A frontal assault was in the way. He needed to take the enemy by surprise. I can state with full confidence, none of the long-legged witnesses of this duel could have expected the deranged goblin to do what he did next. Or maybe it's that pulling off such insane stunts is the prose of life for his folk? Without thinking twice, Knock-Knock wow, all of these are really hard. Tried to distract the king. He failed. Throwing out his arm and pointing with his finger at something behind the king's back, Knock-Knock cried out in sheer terror, Great Mother, be flying! Perhaps the trick would have worked if Knock-Knock chose different words. Alas, our companion had greatly underestimated the religious feelings of his compatriots. It didn't take lightly to uttering Lamashtu's name in such a frivolous manner. Drench not, blasphemer, half-head! The crowd got noisy and began to tighten around Knock-Knock. Litter and rocks were flying at the Baron and his party, and the boldest goblins were picking up the weapons they had been leaning against mere moments ago. It was clear, the duel was over and the Baron had to defend himself and the ill-fortunate goblin hero from the infuriated tribe members and their triumphant, bloodthirsty king.
We will prevail.
It's a shame all of my armor and weapons didn't really do anything there. So we got a shaman. Alright. So let's get some haste going. Now's a good time for haste.
Become as dust.
I'm wounded. I believe.
I aim true.
Summoned red caps.
Get yourself exposed.
Do
Actually,
not
we
hold
should
back.
probably focus the shaman. As you approach, the shaman burst into a bizarre squawking. After a moment, it becomes clear to you. The goblin, choking on his own blood, has broken into gloating laughter. The Baron be too late. The will of Lamashtu came true. The bloom be happening. Is she behind this? The goblin's eyes, red, small, and wicked, have a feverish glint to them. And who else? The blossom seeds came down the stream. We drink. Boom, boom. Longshanks drink. Boom, boom, boom. Flowers grow. Great beasts crawl out. Lamashtu be pleased. I knew straight away what goblins do must. Go upstream. Seek Great Mother. The shaman convulsively sucks in some air and carries on with a weakening voice. Fine. Lamashtu's womb up the river. Home of great beast. Seed breedery. Leave guards, so no one come in and go back. Make the Longshank gulp. Take more. Sow man death. All seeds be planted. All make it before... Before what? We be Lamashtu's son, watering, seed sowing, readying for the season of bloom. All together, boom, boom, boom. The season of bloom has begun. No stop us. Bloom, boom. He had plenty of nice things.
I did as you asked. Onwards, together.
I'm positive I found something.
Alright.
Our
Kukri.
path leads on.
Mother's Care Kukri. +2 Frost Keen Kukri. Pretty serious. This is saying it gets 1d3 plus 10 plus 1d6. This is just 1d3. But where does the 10 come from? I guess +2 from enhancement, +8 from dex. We should get to add his full dex bonus to the dagger too. Longshank Bane Spear. If I give him a Kukri. Yeah, it becomes 1d3 plus 8. So he gets his full dex bonus to these Kukris. Looks like I wasted money on arcane protectors. I mean, the AC bonus was serious. But, I mean, 29 AC is still really good.
Forwards.
And that +8 should be able to get multiplied on a sneak attack. I mean, a critical hit. Looks like I might still be able to go just a little lower. But no. There's definitely just fence there. Okay. So we leave. Head to right here, I think, where we can jump down.
Without
the
a
shit?
doubt.
Okay. Well, whatever. It's storming now. Hope these people don't suddenly explode. Like they're doing right
You've
now.
lost a chance to resolve this peacefully.
Repent!
How did Akbo get so far ahead?
I grant you death.
It's time for a little more haste.
Well, sorry, was lost in thought.
Let's finish them quickly.
Your life ebbs low.
We shall overcome.
Wish I could get my goblin cluster shots. Something to reduce the penalty it takes from attacking things with DR. Damage reduction. Alright, Keston. Let's move out and get people healed. They've all exploded, just like that. Yeah, it seems the seeds people swallowed turned into portals. If all the seeds have blossomed, Abadar, protect us. The capital is full of infected, both on the streets and in Kavkin's hospital. You must hurry to the capital. I will continue looking for the source of the seeds. The shaman mentioned a place upstream, the Mashtu's womb. And I'm gathering my men and heading out there. Keston's brow darkens and his eyes narrow. I swear upon my life I will find this wound of grace and destroy the source of the disease. But Kavkin, gods be merciful, he has no one to protect him, and the citizens. Will the guards be enough to halt the attacks of these horrid creatures? Keston falls silent for a moment, his brow troubled. No, I have to go up the river and make sure there are no new seeds. I must stop this curse at the source. It's for you to decide, your grace. Where your help is more needed, Jod will defend his patients to the last. As for me, I'll do the same. Anything to put an end to this horror once and for all. Keston, you're in my service not to play hero in the woods while my subjects, the families of your militia, are being sacrificed. Now fulfill your duty. Gather a squad and take it to the capital. Guest the priest then lowers his eyes. Sorry, Your Grace. The immediacy of the situation clouded my judgment. I shall head to the capital at once, Baron. This is a nice feature. I'm glad I don't have to check every single goblin again, in case I might have missed something. But I do keep wondering how, like, these creatures that don't have good craftsmen still have tons of masterwork items. That'll be a forever mystery. Not that it isn't nice to get a lot of gold from killing them. So many dead goblins. Okay, so I've sent him back to the capital. I need to get up and get to the source of things. Source hunting. A reference to Divinity 2. Or any of the Divinity games, really. Okay. Whatever this is, it's getting in between me and the safety of my people. No mercy.
I'm not afraid.
Knock Knock used to lighting enemies on fire first. That hurts? Good.
What even happened there? Yeah, 72 damage. Man, that improved critical feat is really, really paying for itself. Let's go ahead and camp here too. What's his special role? Is that traps? Meh. Okay. He's not the best hunter, but whatever.
Ah, rest at last. Finally, I can sit and read quietly.
No, no reading. Fetch water. Or you can read and stay hungry.
They must be getting so tired of all these spoiled meals. I bet they're getting the equivalent of fantasy ramen. It's like, here's your boiled grains and oatmeal. Enjoy. There's no honey, it's just the oats. Let's see. Okay, it seems we are going to Lake Silverstep Village. There it is, the womb of Lamashtu. I'm not sure how to get to it though. Okay.
I need to catch my breath.
Okay, well at least only one character is fatigued. Destroy the seed-bearing flower.
I need to
Hope
catch
it's not
my
fight
breath.
back. Best kind of fight. Knock Knock used to lighting enemies on fire first. Be easier if you not fight back.
We shall overcome!
Consider me provoked.
Amateurs.
I feel like we might be slightly over-leveled for this. The regular goblins have a pretty hard time even landing a blow. Of course, you normally think of goblins as a much lower level encounter anyway.
Forwards.
My search was not in vain.
Once you throw in giant
Stand with me.
spiders and traps, things get a little different.
Good, you did.
Yeah.
This is for you.
Hey.
I'll fight if I have to. You can't stop me.
That one went deep.
Attack!
I need to catch my breath. I've broken a nail.
You require my assistance? This is not the way it works.
Please not rapskull. I did it. I did.
240 experience for that
Without
trap.
a doubt.
Hey, where's the dog? Okbo, I mean. Okay. got a thing here.
Sorry, was lost in thought.
I will protect.
What's the holdup?
Let's get back to these
Together we stand.
spells.
Magritium Turinos.
No, actually he's fine. Thought it was gonna
Not
take
not
2
ears.
spells.
Yes,
With
I'm
ears.
still here.
It's a shame so many of the cleric buffs are such a short duration.
So, any brilliant
Ready and
ideas?
willing.
Keep your eyes open.
My skills are getting rusty.
Adayan.
Alright, that should be good enough for now.
A clever ploy.
Let's finish them quickly.
Quite a few more than I was expecting.
Knife time!
Primitives.
No strength wasted.
Thunderback, not
Okay, so there's a few more than I expected, but no real issue.
I don't like surprises.
Ooh, new greatsword.
I will guide us.
What kind of new greatsword are we looking at here? Shock greatsword +1? Yeah, already got a frost greatsword +1.
Me see, me keep.
We will prevail.
Consider me provoked.
Exciting.
Your life ebbs low.
Slots. Almost all of them passed their reflex save.
Cannot hide from me.
Will they ever learn? That's more like it.
This is for you!
That hurt?
A fine use of my talent.
Let yourself
Hold one.
I'm right all over myself.
Okay, so that got ugly.
We'll do it the hard way.
What
Jesus,
a
still.
waste.
They're just coming out of nowhere.
Repent.
Boy.
Your life ebbs low.
Here! Done and done. I did as you asked.
The Decapitator Falcata. Sounds sweet. Furious Keen Falcata. I forget what Furious does. Yeah, when the wielder is raging or under the effects of a rage spell, the weapon's enhancement bonus is +2 better than normal. It's a shame it's one-handed. That'd be good for a Miri.
I did as you asked.
Our path leads on.
There's no way to jump down, it seems.
Without a doubt.
Look ahead. Now is the beginning of the hunt.
Do not hold back.
Not used to lighting enemies on fire.
Run while I
Nowhere to run.
We shall overcome. It pins you.
Now I'm embarrassed.
Yes?
Inimosi travisi.
We need to try something else.
It always boggles my mind when he fails after he has so much
Quiet.
dexterity.
I'm thinking.
He's got 17 trickery right now. Does he have 18? Oh, he's got dexterity damage. Most of us have dexterity damage.
Who's there? Lamashtu? Not nervous when watched.
Grotus awaits
Okay.
us.
Do you have lesser restoration? No, just big boy restoration. Okay, who's the most injured? Your dex is pretty much at the minimum. Ooh. Okay, use it on Titus.
I stand ready.
But no one can walk to anyone
Let
else.
us not hesitate.
How frustrating. 2 javelin. There's no way Harim can make this save with like 5 dexterity.
Well, sorry, was lost in thought.
Can I like dispel the web?
The end draws near.
Okay, so it's an attack roll. He has to roll a 20 because the CMD is 29. He only has 7. Okay.
You can count on me.
But if he was enlarged, he'd be way better at that.
Yes, I'm still here.
Gives him 9.
I won't let you down. This spell's not supposed to work like that.
Everywhere I go, a pall hangs over everything. Though people say it was better before I arrived.
In actual D&D, he'd be able to torch his way out. Like, you can burn webs. Did I sell my torches? I don't recall. I mean, I guess the trap fades eventually. I didn't want to just sit here for like 10 minutes. Yeah, looks like I sold my torches or something.
Aborane Sente.
Just got 10. Now we can pass on to 19. We ran out of enlarged person.
Me?
Patience. Each step brings us closer to the end.
What's the holdup?
Grotus awaits us.
What's new?
I hate to use a haste on it, but I think haste would help him break out.
Inimosi Travisi.
The end draws near.
His rage is already over. He couldn't break out with
Grotus
rage.
follows in my steps.
Okay, fuck it. Awesome.
I'm positive I found something.
Stop. Look.
I've broken a nail!
What manner of country is this? Where is the lavish dining, the festivals?
now?
Place barely merits a footnote in my compendium.
And whoops.
There's some serious DCs in here.
Done and done.
Forwards.
Sorry, was lost.
I will not falter.
Awesome. This is excellent gameplay.
Yes, I'm still here.
I mean, even if he succeeds, he's
Our
probably
time
gonna
has
get
come.
stuck as he walks out.
Outdoor adventures are good for skin and body shape, but they just ruin the hair.
In the game, Webb would be
I'm
burnable
going.
by
Don't
fireball.
rush me.
Yeah, even skipping time is okay right now.
I need to catch my breath.
We march
Okay.
ahead.
Bad.
Okay, so there's definitely a path here.
Without a doubt.
We just can't go that way.
I will guide us. Our path leads on.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
I'll fight if I have to.
That was quite intense.
Need a bandage.
Contemplate on your mistakes.
Primitives.
Getting busy. Be easier if you not like that.
Will they ever learn?
Will be.
The goblin's definitely getting hit a lot more now that he doesn't have 2 arcane protectors. Give him 6 AC.
Patience.
Knife is for stab, pick is for lock. But what makes a hero? Why, ask Knock Knock.
That was clever. Let's give him a weapon set 2. Set him to that while he's injured.
The end draws near.
One more just for Akbo.
Defeat is not an option.
Jesus.
I grant you
Stuff check
death.
fast.
Fine use of my
Can someone help me?
Strike as one.
clever ploy.
Not tired. Legs weak. Stomach empty.
Okay. Could have been worse.
Look ahead.
My boss fight senses are tingling.
I need to catch my breath.
Come here,
I'm
Bat.
not afraid.
Not stab you.
Man, you got taken out even with the defenders. Oh shit, spider swarms. I'm out of fireball.
I shall not falter.
Are these guys meaner than normal? Every other spider swarm has been taken out pretty easy. I mean, pack of giant spiders. Swarms are technically a separate thing.
Not tired. Legs weak. Stomach empty.
Okay, but he is wielding his daggers
Here!
out of enlarged persons.
Forwards.
Let's just try this one more time. This time we'll make sure we have some bless and vein on
Everywhere
our
I
side.
go, a pall hangs over everything. Though people say it was better before I arrived.
Aborane Sentes.
Stand with me.
Good, you dead.
Aborane Sentes.
Yeah, I should probably pack one more bane.
Johnny Savitu.
Doom spider and primal spider matriarchs.
Consider
So yes, they are more than the regular giant spider.
Nowhere to run.
Repent!
Did I already use that? No. Restoration.
Matricium Purinos.
Then let's rest. But give myself some extra restoration. could take neutralize poison, but restoration does the same thing, except it's guaranteed instead of having to fight the DC. One of the few times I feel like using my real meals. No ingredients.
Echoing is not like other longshanks. Talks little. Good.
Okay, so at least someone passed saves against poison. Strength, dexterity, and
Knife is for
constitution
stab,
damage.
pick is for lock.
Oh,
But
nice.
what makes a hero? Why? Ask Knock Knock.
Grotus awaits us.
Adritio Turinos.
That's so nice. Oh, Jesus. Is con 7 now? 39 HP? Yeah.
Adritio Turinos.
That 39 HP is going to turn into 93 HP. More than doubled his HP. Alright, now the only one poisoned is Octavia. Which 16 HP. But don't have a lot else to deal with that right now. Unless I have some scrolls or potions for dealing with poison. Nope, doesn't look like I have wands or scrolls or potions for that kind of thing. So, it is what it is. Oh, I have one for 2 stats. Yeah, dexterity and constitution seems better than strength for him. Okay, let's save one more time. And continue on. Ooh, wand of lightning bolt. The artist for that wand was pretty good.
Without a doubt.
Okay, what have we here? There's a lot of passageways.
Look ahead.
Did it without breaking it.
I will guide
Hope
us.
it not fight back.
I
Best
aim
kind
true.
of fight.
these doom spiders can sneak attack.
But at the
I'm
end,
not used to lighting enemies on fire first. Be easy and not fight back.
Shit.
Attack!
Friendly fire coming. What's affecting her? Why is she stunned? She's taking strength damage from that, but... Okay, she's nauseated.
Hey! Can someone help me?
Jesus Christ. And this is why you save religiously.
I shall not falter. Strike as one. This ends you.
Wowzers. I'm glad I brought some rations. This shit's going to stay ugly.
Let us not hesitate.
Not rap skull.
Rotus awaits us.
It's time for that song. It's called Of Everyone and Everything.
You can count on me.
Quiet. I'm thinking.
Ona Adayana. Unimosi Travisi. Unimosi Travisi.
I'll try.
Unimosi Travisi. Unimosi Travisi.
Here.
I will protect.
Unimosi
Yes?
Travisi. Unimosi Travisi.
I will not falter.
Listening as hard as I can.
Ona Adayana.
Be on guard.
Tashani Savitur.
I see something.
Stand with me.
Repent!
We shall overcome.
Wasted.
Attack! Strike as one.
That haste already wore off.
I shall not falter.
Just exposed.
This is for you.
That hurts? Good.
Amateurs!
I still get 25 strength. Saw a bunch of misses there, and I was wondering if he could,
Not nervous when watched.
Oh,
if his
look!
strength had been reduced too far. Build a physical form +4. +4 to dexterity and constitution. Okay.
The end
That was
draws
rough,
near.
but we made it through.
Without a doubt.
Spin around, right round, right round.
I will guide us.
I see something!
Our path leads on.
How long journey through the cave, stretching around Silver Step Lake, brought our brave heroes to another large, narrow crack in the wall. This time, however, the crack looked different from the previous ones. We started to realize that we were nearing something mysterious and magical. More and more strange vegetation appeared on the cave walls and floors. Mold and lichen gave way to huge flowers, enormous mushrooms, and even some bushes brimming with berries, big and bountiful. The crack itself was as odd as its surroundings. Within, it seemed pure darkness, thick and deep, was roiling beyond the crack. But what space lay beyond, none of us could guess. We all noticed a draft from the crack that seemed to rise and fall like breathing, stirring the dust motes within the musty cave. So what did our heroes do? Oh, let's look around a little bit. One needn't be a druid to understand the plants under our feet were unusual, to say the very least. They were too big and too tall, and the huge flowers had unnatural shades that made the eyes hurt to look at them. Perhaps it was the soil they grew in that caused them to grow in such a way, but who could tell for certain? The plants blanketed not just the floor, but the walls too. Here and there in the darkness we could see gleaming islands of luminescent lichen. If that wasn't intriguing enough, stalks grew from the lichen, and on the ends hung big, multifaceted fruits. Maybe the seeds of these strange plants had found their way here, blown by the wind from the narrow fissure. After all, it was strong enough to stir the moats of the cave, even part a hair or two on our fellows' heads. As if on cue, we caught a faint smell of pollen from the other side of the crack. Perhaps beyond was the source of the strange garden? This might be a crack into the first world or something. I'm getting that kind of feel. Readying ourselves, we decided to act. The first of us started to squeeze through the crack, cursing and grunting, your humble servant following right behind. The Baron's chronicler can't allow the tiniest detail to escape her attention, so I had to be as close to the front as possible. This time our path to the adventure proved a little more to our liking. The crack in the rock was narrow even for me, and led us further and further, curving and twisting, until I'd quite lost my bearings. The wind from the other side became stronger and blew into our faces, bringing new smells, fresh grass, fragrant buds, sweet blossoms. Then suddenly the ground gave way. The path had become a sinkhole. Blood rushed up to my head, my stomach sank to my feet, and I had the most peculiar, dizzying sensation. My body was pulled in two directions at once, as if divided across some strange wall that separated here from there, until I was truly there and no longer here. I had no time to be afraid. My fall was quick and my landing was soft. I fell right into a cushion of thick, high grass. Pulling herself together, your humble servant immediately started to look around, asking what happened. There had been several whisked off in. Where had she been whisked off to with the brave Baron? I confess, even for me, it was hard to choose the right words to describe what lay before our eyes. Okay, so we immediately know there are spiders around. Quick spiders, no less.
Forward.
I'm not afraid.
A clever ploy.
Repent!
Let's just keep the bombs rolling in.
Ow!
And we are blessed. Let's go ahead and get some doom.
Yeah.
Could be worse. And will be. Definitely will be.
We shall overcome.
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Well, if all we feel like is eating is spider legs, we got
Patience.
plenty of delicious spider legs.
Magritio, Turinos.
Without a doubt.
Thought we were gonna have a cutscene there. Okay, that's sort of a cutscene. Prosecutor. Seems like it might have something to do with Jaethal.
Get ready. Learn. Listen.
Listen to me, trespasser. You sought a kingdom. I seek something simpler. Apology.
Get ready. Learn. Listen.
As you sought to steal a kingdom for yourself, so must you do again. 1,000 times over. For a theft, a true theft, must be practiced to learn. It will be a lengthy task. This is how it shall be measured.
We all remember.
Make ruins of kingdoms. When each is dust, the grains shall gather in this vessel. When 1,000 grains are gathered, bring it before us as an offering, that an eldest may sip from it. When that is done, your trespass shall be forgiven.
Where will I find so many nations? It is...
An impossible task? How? Let your unrequited love guide you. Guide you to the first kingdom, so it shall begin. Seek it, want for it, lust for it. Let the emptiness inside you become your deadliest weapon. It is not an impossible task. After all, what use is an apology that cannot ever be given?
Jesus. The Lantern King is a little fucking rough.
I will guide us.
Ready and willing.
Riti.
The old gnome looks worn and is covered in a layer of dust, as if he has sat here for some time without moving. His back is hunched, and as you approach, he tilts his head up, giving you an odd half-smile. "Come, child, come closer. Don't be scared. The sound of your footsteps reminded me of..." The gnome dips his head and goes silent, although his lips remain moving, as if he is speaking silently to himself. "Indeed, you can meet my brethren in most unexpected places, which makes the expression unexpected places pointless where gnomes are concerned. Who are you and what is this place?" "You children are always so curious. Questions, more questions, then some more questions," the gnome shrugs. "What should I answer first?" Who are you? I'm just an old man, a remnant of the past in a world that cares as little for time as you care about the air you breathe. I kind of care about the air I breathe a whole lot. The gnome covers his eyes and starts rocking back and forth. So many things lost, so many people left, and still I'm here, here. His voice drops to a whisper, but he continues to rock back and forth. You are truly old beyond measure. What holds you here in this world? Nothing holds me but the world itself. You mortals love asking for reasons, as though the world were governed by laws of cause and effect, as if everything happened for a reason. Silly, stupid mortals. I'm here simply because I'm here. What is this place? This is the beginning that was before all other beginnings, the echo born before sound. This is the mark on the margins of sacred text, made by gods when they got bored. This is the world, but unlike all other worlds. Are we in the first world? Where else? Dear sir, I've got 1,127 questions for you, approximately. Gibbous coughs and straightens as if trying to project an air of authority. Do me the courtesy of answering at least one. Do you know why gnomes left the first world? No. Just like that? No? Just no? Final and absolute no, without any nuance and explanations? Jublas's face is a mix of emotions that are difficult to read. He's either indignant, furious, or very, very disappointed. If you seek a snake, don't ask her sloth for directions, but I'll tell you. The gnome goes silent, as if his ears caught something, then resumes. Those others, they never left, they never went anywhere. They just disappeared. Everyone disappeared. The gnome averts his eyes. I have nothing more to tell you. I've seen something odd here. A vision of a woman and many others in the mist. They appeared before me, then vanished. The goddess once passed here, the proud one, the bitter one, the one who fell so far, yet never has fallen to her knees. Her steps still echo. Taste the silence, the salt in the air is her tears. And when you blink, there's something in the corner of your eye, a shadow, a vision, a memory. A strange glow appears in the gnome's eyes. When you approached, for a moment I thought I saw her again, the way you walk, this power you radiate, and a ghostly crown of a newborn kingdom upon your brow. It cannot be seen, but I see the weight your shoulders bear carrying it. Your connection with her, with she who fell, it is stronger than you think. Troubling events brought me here. Maybe you know something about what's happening. So much meaning can be hidden in one maybe. Ask away. Monsters are emerging from seed portals into my lands. What do you know about it? Monsters? No. They're just creatures, frightened as you and I would be, so far from home. They've lived here with me for time countless, and were my only friends before the bloom tore the world. It's not their fault. Seal the bloom, and they will trouble your world no longer. How can we get out from here? The gnome turns away and looks at his feet for a long time, mumbling under his breath. After several moments, he turns back to you again. It is possible to leave this place. Possible, yes. But across back, you'll need to bear the brunt of her wrath. But it's not something you can find, it's something you must inspire. You have to follow her, the goddess who fell. You have to see the world through her eyes, recognize her voice among thousands of other voices. Go down her path, awaken her wrath. Then you'll be able to return home. Who's this goddess? She wanted to become more than she was. She dared to claim something that was not hers. So powerful was her song of her pride, and so quickly it was silenced. Just a night, a single night in prison, in loneliness, in anticipation of her future fate, and her pride became fear, and fear burrows deep like the worst of all poisons, desperation. Do you know how such emotions taste, child? Don't even think about drinking this poison. Take a drop of it to the place where the seeds of wrath have sprouted. When the wrath awakens and fills everything around, you'll become a step closer to your home in defeating the bloom. Follow my story, watch everything closely, listen carefully. Unknown can be hidden inside known, and much that is unusual lies concealed within the usual. Take my lantern with you. It will help light your way. And know this, not today and not tomorrow, but you will recall the fallen goddess. Okay. Why would anyone listen to stories if they're told quick and simple? But fine. The one that sings dies of desperation in the night. The one that is dead poisons the clear waters. The poison born of death is what we call the wrath and awaken the path. So desperation to poison to wrath. I got content with the idea of solving a puzzle, but we'll probably be getting attacked soon, so let's keep up our good habits of saving a lot.
Without a doubt.
So it seems we have entered Pac-Man
Stand
world.
with me.
Your life ebbs low.
Here we are in a new area.
Attack! Forwards.
So here's the altar. Let's see if there's anything this way. I think we'll need at least 3 items. We've got 2, a lantern and a bird's nest. May as well rest a few times. Get rid of all that poison afflicting us.
Patricium Turinos.
18 dexterity back.
Patricium Turinos. Patricium Turinos.
Maybe I do have everything I need to solve this puzzle. I've been wandering around just thinking that I need a third item, but I could easily be wrong. Oh, that ring's neat. But vulnerability to fire really sucks. We get hit by fire pretty consistently. You know what? I hate to say it, but I think I'm gonna save it here and look up the answer to this. I can only imagine it's not super interesting to watch me sit here and be puzzled. But anyway, I had a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed this.